Hey everybody, I'm bringing you a review of the SH Figuarts Body-Kun DX Takarai Rihito version. It is the renewal or the newer version of the Body-Kun. So let's get started. First and foremost, the first thing I always jump into is articulation and what's nice and different. But I want to talk about what's different with the body-wise. Proportion-wise, it's more anime. It's a little bit smaller and slimmer, and it still gives you all the articulation you need. But these bodies are actually really nice because they give you more accessories and more things that you need. And we'll get into that right now. So immediately I want to talk about how I love that I can do this. I love doing this with figures. It shows that the range of motion is easily there. As you can see, it's double jointed. It rotates really nicely. No breakage, no worries. The head articulation is actually really nice because, let me get some extra light over here. The head can look all the way down. Now be careful with the neck a little. It can rotate left and right. It can look up. It's really nice. You get the more muscular outfit, not outfit, but you get the more muscular look on this figure than you did on the original, and I'll get into that in a second. But what's really nice is that just like the first one, you have a nice ab crunch that goes really far forward. Legs are double jointed. They actually spread really nicely. So you actually get a full range of really nice motions that you may want to do. As you can see, it can still rotate to the side. So martial artist kicks, moves, things like that. It's all done really well here. It's a nice different look. As you can see, they added the indentation of a foot. I think it's a little far in. That's just for me. But I think it's still really nice to give you the look of the toe. The toe pivot is actually still there, and it's actually pretty strong too. So articulation wise, you actually get a huge number of range that you got from the first one. Just proportion wise, it's actually a little different now. So that's the thing that that's the thing that's outright different from this one than the other. Range of motion is a little hindered by these slight markings here. I know most people are gonna probably take the leg apart and then shave it down, because what happens is that it limits it right above here in the waist area. So please be a little careful with that. The range of motion in the waist is actually really nice. Same as the first one, but a little limited considering the options here around the waist area. These are really nice though. The Takarai version is more anime proportioned, athletic, superhero proportioned, to show you that basically not everybody's the same shape, which I'm okay with. I'm okay with. Not everybody's the same, and what makes us different is what sets us apart. I think that's really cool. When you compare it to the older body, you actually see here the gray's a little darker, the body's a little smaller. Here's a more normal proportioned man who still has some muscle, where this one is a more athletic, slimmer type. The chest area is different, the waist area is different, the legs are slimmer proportioned. It's actually really nice though. But in comparison, they're different, and making them different is actually really cool, which allows you to want or need both. One looks like he has on shoes, the other one is barefoot. These are the differences in the bodies, and as far as height wise too. So still really nice. I think they hold up really well next to each other. As you can see, the older Body-Kun is a slight bit taller and larger in proportions. Now, what's really cool and different about this one that the first one has, but it's a little different, that you can still pop the arms off on this one. It's a little difficult, but it's still there. You can actually do it on this one as well, because accessory wise, he comes with an accessory. He comes with an accessory that allows you to easily give you this. Let me just plug it in. It allows you to do the cross arms that everyone and every figure likes to do, and only certain figures actually add it. So what happens is that you have the Storm Collectibles Bison or Vega, who allows you to do things like this, or a few other figures. But with this one, it gives you the option to cross arms. And I'm doing it pretty poorly here because I'm doing it in a review. So as you know, you feel like you're under pressure from it. But as you can see here, he can do it as well. And this part is actually compatible with the older Body-Kun as well, because I've tried it. As you can see here, the cross arm part. I didn't make it sit flush here, so I have to turn that in, make it look good. But as you can see, it folds really perfectly upon the chest area here. Just to show you guys, it actually plugs in on the old one too. Oh, now I have too much coconut oil. But yeah, It plugs in. You just have to worry about it. Mine's actually has a little bit of residue in there, so I'm gonna have to clean that up. But it does plug in. And also, it does it here for the legs. So what happens is, you're gonna pull the leg out, and please don't pull too hard if you feel like you're pulling in the wrong spot. And the reason why this is because on the new Body-Kun, it actually allows you to actually have sitting down legs or folding legs, where you can sit at a table and things like that. So this is really cool. You sit these in flush. It may take a little bit of force, so please be careful. But you can actually do... Ooh, did I put them in backwards? Oh, yeah, like an idiot, I put them in backwards. So excuse me for that. I've added a little too force and was not paying attention. So you can actually do him sitting down and things like that. I'm gonna rotate my camera down in a second. I just want to add these arms on. Like I said, this review is gonna be a little longer than usual, but you can. Oop. And that's one thing that I always worry about with removing arms, is that the sockets will get worn or be tiring or warp a little over time. Hopefully that won't be the issue with Body-Kun. But as you can see, the legs can sit flush. It allows you to sit down or do whatever it is you want to do. Let me rotate this down. Whoop. As you can see, he sits flush on the floor, which is pretty cool. I like it a lot. I can't see too many poses outside of sitting at a table or sitting on the floor or doing a certain stance where that would not come in handy. It would obviously be handy any other way, but yeah. So it's easy to just snap the legs right back in. Just be careful. It even gives you a tone that says left and right, so you don't constantly get it mixed up. I was an idiot and didn't look just now, so please bear with me on that one. Otherwise, the proportions are actually really nice, and I'm really enjoying it. There are just so many things to go over, actually, like the abundance of hands. So you get tons of hands this time around, just like you did with the other DX set. So you get a hand for holding shields, you get a hand for holding a popsicle, you get a hand for holding tea, you get a hand for holding a cup, you get a hand just that looks like a kung fu hand, but it's not. It's actually for holding other accessories like a different mug or different things like that. And I'll show you right now in a second. So I don't even have to take it off the grid. So for one, you have a hand that holds the mug. Just like that. Then you have a hand for holding the cup that also holds the saucer, which is pretty cool. Then you have this hand, which holds the teacup very well. 3 different hands for the 3 different sets of drinking. And then we do, like I spoke before, have a hand for holding the saucer, which is this one. This is really cool because you actually don't get this kind of thing, which will help people with anatomy and art and setting a scene. This is the kind of things that I enjoy a lot. Then you have all these tons of hands, which are action hands, pointing, the peace sign, relax palms, action palms. There are a ton of things that you can get and do. Then there's also a hand for holding hands with another figure, or another Body-Kun, whether it be male or female. Same here for holding a male or female hand, which is really cool. Then you have hands for the character when he wants to do like a jackhammer attack or just hold his hands together. Oh, wait, is it called a sledgehammer or jackhammer? Oh, it's a hammer blow. I can't remember because wrestling is always changing the name or something. So, depending on who you're watching, that's what you'll get. And then we're going to put these hands on real fast. So as you can see here, you can do you can even do this as a dancing move, you know. Dun, 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 or you know, whatever it is you want to do. Or you could just sit here and look at somebody and give them the boy, like you about to roast them. Just put your hands together. So there's a ton of things you can do and accessories that are just awesome with this. You also get a knight's sword. There's hands for holding it, obviously. And you get a small knight's shield. Now the cool thing about the shield as well, we're gonna move you back a little. I feel like you're messing up my focus. Is that the handle can work in a way where you can do it straight through the arm with 2 handles. And the arm will slide through normally. Or you can swap it for whichever side, which gives you a hand that will hold the said handle, whether it's your left or your right, for your shield. Best thing about the Body-Kun is that these can easily be repainted as well, which is really cool. I also mentioned before, it actually comes with a tiny popsicle. Paint it whatever color you want. If you play Kingdom Hearts, you already know you want that sea salt flavor. And then there's a carrying case / stand, which normally I don't cover, but because it's a Body-Kun, you want to know because it helps people with their posing. So there's these. There's the stand pieces. Then you have the case. And what's cool about the case is you can convert the stand with the help of the plugs that it comes with into a table. So like I said, the sitting pose actually comes in handy here. So it comes with two, the long one, which is 4 pieces, and it also comes with 4 shorter ones that you can actually add on and make it even taller in case you wanted to. So there's that. I actually love this figure a lot. It's a great base for me, and if I wanted to make a superior Spider-Man or a superior Doc Ock, I think that body works really, really well. As you can see here, I used a previous Kamen Rider effect from the O's Takarai set, if I remember correctly, where for people who don't know their anatomy, which I'm going to do a plastic party on, as you can see here, running can be done really well. The extension of the body looks great. I just think these are done really well, and I'm a big fan of the Body-Kun, helping people with both anatomy and art. Just a huge fan of it. Now, height-wise, like I said, he's a little smaller, so we're going to compare him to a bunch of lines so you guys can see where he sits at height-wise. Here he is next to an SHF Kamen Rider, where he looks perfectly in scale, just a little bit smaller. But body-wise, he fits scale. Here he is going to be next to an AI martial artist, which he doesn't look too small, but not too small. He fits just about the range of it. Here he is next to a Mezco Cap, which obviously he looks tiny next to, but as an army builder, he probably will do really well. Here he is next to a custom mercenary on a Scourge body head, Marvel Legends as well. As you can see, he's a bit smaller, but he looks still like he fits well in case you want to do whatever it is you want to do with him. Here he is next to a synthetic human. As soon as I fix up his body, I had him pose in a different way. So next to the synthetic human, they're about the same height, just a little bit smaller. Actually, he's a lot smaller, but doesn't look like he wouldn't fit there. I think that's about it for size-wise. Unless you want to compare him. Oh, I just happen to have a Mythic Legion here, so let's go with that. He's tiny compared to a Mythic Legion. In the meantime, guys, I hope you enjoyed. Hopefully I didn't miss anything. I think I covered just about everything. I'm going to do the female one as well. Hope you enjoyed the pictures at the end. I hope you do good. I hope you be good. Please, drink your water. Later.